What is up, people? This is going to be part 3 of my playoff run with the Arizona Cardinals. A Super Bowl against the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, they got Michael Thomas, Myles Garrett, and Nick Chubb as their top 3 guys. And they have Baker Mayfield, OBJ, and Denzel Ward, I believe, as their other top guys. On my team, of course, you got Kyler, D-Hop, Buda Baker, Byron Murphy, and Chandler Jones. Got Chandler Jones up to superstar for the dev upgrade for the Super Bowl week. Fortunately, the week after, he regressed and lost his dev trade. He went all the way down to normal. So starting out there on first down in the game, I'm going to check to an inside zone with a Randy screen attached and pick up 3 yards on it. Second down there, I checked 8 shallow. Just throw the ball underneath and pick up the first down. There, that's a pretty easy read on an RPO read bubble. He's got a weak box, so even if the end doesn't crash, you've got a pretty good chance of gaining yards if you hand it off. Here, let's run some counter trade from pistol. Fortunately, get a holding penalty and get backed up. So first and 20, I see he's moving those 2 guys over there onto the edge. Assuming he's going to blitz at least one of them, so I'm going to slide protect left. Try and take care of that, but he's going to wind up blitzing both of them. Fortunately, I have that wheel route to dump the ball off real fast too. And that's your second read in the progressions on the play. That's a mesh post wheel concept. You go post, wheel, then the mesh. Here is second and 7. I'm reading either cover 1 or cover 3 pre-snap. So I'm going to check to wide sail. See the halfback's open underneath. I'm just going to hit him real fast before the pressure gets to the quarterback. Now first and 10. I'm going to check to 617 from trips. All you have to do is go to Y stick and streak the flat route there from the slot. So we get a really nice window to fit that ball into D-Hop. And we're going to score. We go up 7-0 on our first drive of the game. So coming out here on defense, I'm going to come out in quarters. He's in split close there. He's just going to run the ball with Nick Chubb and pick up the first. I don't like how the quarter flat responds to that. And you see Austin Hoover makes a great catch there with the cornerback draped over his back. Really nice tight window catch. Here, he's going to come out in empty. I'm going to come out in palms there. I'm going to match number 3 crossing because I've got nothing else to chase. He doesn't have anywhere to go with the football, and he gets a strip sack. Or no, we gain yards on that. It's just a strip fumble. Unfortunately, it goes out of bounds. And that's a tight window throw to the corner out. Now he's going to tie it up 7-7. So I'm going to come out here with counter trade again. Unfortunately, my guard gets blown up there, number 79. If he'd held his block, he probably could have picked up 4 or 5 yards on that. So here now, third down, I'm going to check to the mesh post wheel concept again. He likes to do kind of a double maple style defense that a lot of players like, where you just use it over the middle. So I'm trying to give him a lot of routes where you have 3 guys crossing over the middle, where you have the 2 meshes and that post. Unfortunately, the post gets broken up when I try and throw it. Here I'm going for it on 4th and 8, which is kind of a controversial decision, especially in the Super Bowl. But this guy likes to run the ball and drain the clock, so I'm trying to maximize my possessions as much as possible. Unfortunately, we don't get it, which puts our defense in a rough spot. So we're going to have to try and hold here and not let him in the end zone and just give up 3 points. Here, 2nd and 10, runs the ball with Nick Chubb. Here, this play, he's going to run an inside zone bubble, and I have a lot of trouble stopping this play from trips tight end. He just pushes my line back several yards at the snap of the ball, and I can't really do a lot about that. In inside zone, and we're able to meet Nick Chubb and stop him from getting too many yards. Here he's going to run a buck sweep play there. And we're able to get bodies there and stop Nick Chubb from gaining a lot of yards. See now, 3rd and goal. Nick Chubb's pretty tired. He's going to run a levels concept there and tries to high point it to the back of the end zone. Unfortunately, it goes out of bounds. So he's going to have to settle for 3. So coming out here on offense, I'm going to check to an RPO orbit bubble. And the way you're going to read this is you're just looking at, do they move an extra defender out of the box to cover the bubble? If yes, you're going to hand it off. If no, you're going to try and throw the bubble. You can see there, of course, he moved a defender out, so that's an easy read, hand it off, and I almost got a first down out of it. Here's second one, I'm going a smash concept, and he doesn't drop back to cover the seam route, so that's wide open. Here, first and 10, I'm going a play action double post or crossing route there. The crossing route and the post were covered, so I'm just going to dump it off to my halfback. Now I'm going to check to an RPO Randy screen. And we got the screen wide open, there's no one down there to really defend that. So I was just going to take that and not bother trying to read the key defenders. There I'm going to come out in pistol trips and check the mesh. There, this play you read the slot fade, the dig, then the mesh. And first he recovered, the mesh was open, so I'm going to hit that. I'm going to come out with an RPO stick play. You're just reading whether that linebacker moves inside and takes the run or he drops back to cover the stick. And that time he dropped back to cover the stick, but we couldn't really get much on the run play with it. Next play we come out with an RPO read bubble, and the bubble was wide open. There's a lot of room to run on that. There, that's just terrible user on my part. I need to match him vertical and not let him get free like that. Here are some more split close. He actually juked himself into more traffic than what he would have had if he just ran straight. Here, that's one of the unfortunate parts about running spot drop is no one will match those crossing routes. Even match coverage, you have trouble with those crossing routes there. But usually you could get a hook defender to match if you're running something like cover 3 buzz or cover 3 match. There are some more inside zone from the trips formations. Here's going to come out in a single back wing. I'm going to do a show blitz adjustment to move both my safeties down the box in case he runs the ball. There he's going to just drop back and try and throw it. He's got a little spot route or hitch by his tight end. I'm not sure which one that was. An inside zone from the trips formations giving me a lot of problems this game. He's able to punch it into end zone with Nick Chubb there. Now 28 seconds left in half. I'm just thinking about trying to get into field goal range and get some points on the board. There, he's covering everything deep, so I'm having to hit the shallow route there. I was hoping he might have been in like quarters or something and I hit the post on Mills, but that wasn't the case. Here, second and 4, I'm going to run wide cross. Could have maybe hit the post curl there for more yards, but that would have been inbounds. And here I really should have tried harder to stay inbounds with my halfback. At least that stops the clock. We're now 3rd and 2, 7 seconds left. I'm just going to chuck that up and see if I can get into field goal range. Fortunately, D-Hop wasn't able to bring that down. So 4th and 2 with 3 seconds left, I'm just going to go for the Hail Mary. Unfortunately, my left tackle doesn't hold up and I get sacked. And the bad part about getting the ball in the first half is you don't get the ball to start the second half. And if you're down like this puts you in a really tough spot, especially when they get that freight train activated on Nick Chubb. One of the hardest abilities to get deactivated on players. There, you have to get a tackle for a loss, and tackle for a loss in Madden is not an easy thing to do. Given that you can hit someone in the backfield and they can still fall forwards for several yards, even without a freight train X factor. Freight train X factor just amplifies that. See Nick Chubb just rumbling and falling forwards. Third and 2, we're able to stand Nick Chubb up and stop him from getting yards after contact, but he still got the first. There, we just cannot hold the edge against him, and Nick Chubb just breaks the tackle and shoves the guy off him. Another first down. Here, Nick Chubb. This time he gets a holding penalty and gets backed up. See, Chubb's hired. He subs him out for Kareem Hunt there. Getting show blitz to try and bring both my safeties down in case he tries to run it. Here, a tight end attack play. I'm able to get underneath the tight end crossing route or poster out there. He's got nowhere to go with the football. Here, and he likes throwing that corner route from gun bunch and compressed sets. Gun bunch and split close. He loves that corner route. Unfortunately here, that's looks like it's an inside zone run, and I try and plug the A gap there because no one else was on my defense. And he just is able to bounce it outside because there's no contain now. Here he's got nowhere to throw or nowhere to go with the football and just throws it away. Here you see my nose tackle. He's got assignment to go to the strong side A gap. Fortunately, he goes to weak side A gap there, and we give up the touchdown. So now on my opening drive of the second half, I'm going to come out in a QB wrap. This is a really good run play in the Ravens playbook. It's probably the best design quarterback run in the game. I haven't found anything better than it. It's also probably one of the top running plays overall in the game too. Unfortunately, it's only available in that one formation, spread double flex. And I really wish that EA had it in more formations like spread flex, spread wide flex, spread wide slot, things like that. Because the only reason I really even add that formation to my playbook, if I'm going to add it, is for that one play. Just wish they had some better concept overlap of things across formations. Here I want to check the mesh. And there you just go and throw that out route if they don't have anyone sitting underneath it, and you have a good leverage and match up with your receiver against the cornerback out there, which I did. Here again, check the mesh post wheel concept. There I'm able to hit the post and get close to the end zone. Here I'm going audible over to a trips formation. I come out and read option there, and fortunately my read key is the cornerback on the outside, so I'm going to check the stick. And I don't really have anywhere to go with the football there, so I'm going to try and scramble around and see if I can get a better throwing angle. Nothing opens up, so I'm just going to throw that away. Now I'm going to come out and read option and punch it into the end zone with my halfback. So we cut the lead down to 3 now. But we got to get a stop on defense, or at least hold them to a field goal. There, kind of the same thing what happened last time, except in reverse. Fortunately, we were able to get a holding penalty there. Because last time he bounced it to the outside on an inside zone run play, so I'm trying to contain him from getting huge yards on that with my user. And unfortunately, that leaves the A gap wide open. Can't cover 2 gaps with 1 guy. There's some more split close. There's that corner out. I have to mug that with my user, else it's going to be wide open every time. Here he's just going to throw up a jump ball. That is a terrible decision with the lead on his part, and that really needs to be picked. Here, this is a terrible defense to come out on for me. And that slot's completely uncovered. He gets a free release, and it's wide open. And there you see Nick Chubb go. Pick up the first and get some yards after that. There's some more inside zone. Just trying to find a play that'll stop that. Here, see, that looked like an inside run, and he's able to bounce that all the way out to the left and pick up a lot of yards. And we did not have any good answers for the run game. Here we're going to get a halfback slip screen, and I'm all over that. Tackle for a loss for 2, and unfortunately that does not knock you out of your X factors for freight train. It has to be a tackle for a loss. It can't be on a tackle for a loss on a run play. It can't be a tackle for a loss on a pass play for some reason, even though both are pretty difficult to do in Madden. See Nick Chubb just shrugging guys off. Here, going to come out and goal line, and that's kind of weird how my cornerbacks pinch inwards. That's normally not what you want to run against that, but this guy loves running the ball, and I'm not thinking he's going past there. We had him in the backfield, broken arm tackle. And that's what we could not do there, is give up a touchdown. We had to hold them to 3 to give ourselves a reasonable shot of winning. So now 2:27 left. We got a 2-possession game here. We're going to have to score fast and get the ball back. Come out on wide cross. Nothing's really open, so I'm going to scramble with Kyler. He is dropping 9 there, so I didn't really have anywhere to go with the football. Come out on YCL now. And I could have maybe hit that out route earlier, but I was trying to scramble out and get a better angle on it. Unfortunately, I had pressure in my face and I couldn't get it there. Here, we're just going to try and take a shot up to D-hop and make something happen, and something does happen. We get a pass interference penalty, which is very fortunate on our part. Here, going check to Y shallow. Again, we don't really have a lot of places to go with football there. Going 8 shallow here. Just going to scramble out and playmaker my receiver up the field. And we're able to get a first down out of that. So 1:38 left. I'm going to go with 4 verts here. Tag it with Z shallow. So 6 Z shallow. There, scramble around and dump it off to my halfback because I didn't have anywhere else to go with the ball. And come out in 4 verts again. Here, just trying to take a shot up to D-hop. He's able to catch the ball, but it's out of bounds. So now 3rd and run. I'm going to come out on Y stick. Again, nowhere really to go with football. I try and scramble out to get different throwing angles, but nothing opens up. So I have to take a field goal here on 4th down to make it a 1-possession game again. We go for the onside kick, but we do not get it. It's a holding penalty there, which is a small help, but really what we need is a stop here. We've got 3 timeouts. Unfortunately, Nick Chubb still has the X factor though. There we get Nick Chubb at the line of scrimmage and he picks up 4 yards. Which, that's unfortunate. Not a lot you can really do about broken tackles there. In hindsight, I really should have changed my coaching adjustments to tackle conservative, but in the moment I wasn't thinking clearly and making good decisions. There, I'm kind of forced with a tough decision. Either run commit and if he passes the ball everything's going to be wide open, or let him run the ball and just get the first down with Nick Chubb. I haven't stopped him all game, so I decided to run commit there. And him scoring the touchdown actually helped me, because that gave me a chance. If he just gotten the first down, I would have had nothing. But he breathed life into my team and gave us one very slim shot at winning. I just threw it up to D-hop, trying to make something happen. Not a lot of time left, and we've got to move the ball down the field. Here I'm going to check the Y cross and tag it to shallow there. So that's 95-8 shallow. Really there you see I swing my halfback out the opposite side where that out route was originally. So that allows you to keep your reads the same, and really H and F can be interchangeable in the air raid on quite a few routes. There again, just try and throw it up to D-hop and see if I can make something happen. It goes out of bounds. Clock's ticking down. Out with Y shallow. Got nothing down the field, so I'm just going to hit my tight end on the shallow route and get out of bounds. And here I'm going to make a mistake. Usually RB is your halfback from spread sets, but here RB is the slot receiver, so I'm going to put the halfback on the wheel, and instinct kind of takes over. I see the halfback open and I think RB, so I pass it to my slot receiver. He gets blown up on a play that really shouldn't have been a fumble. He never had possession of it, and that's going to be the ball game. See Kyler's stats there: 70% completion, 21 of 30, 254, 2 touchdowns. Rushing, Nick Chubb, 22 for 155 and 7 yards to carry. That 7 yards to carry is really the story of the game. Didn't have an answer for him on defense. Just cannot figure out how to stop him, and when you're giving up 7 yards a carry, it's really hard to win football games. You gotta have answers for that. See Kenyon Drake there with 5.1 a carry, which is still very good running the ball. Kyler should have really tried to mix in more runs for Kyler. He only had 2 carries there. You see Kenyon Drake and Tutu Atwell were tied for first on the team in receptions with 6 each, and D-Hop down there with only 1 catch the entire game. I really should have tried to target D-Hop quite a bit more that game. He had that 1 big catch on the first drive, then I targeted him a few times later in the game, but none of them I connected on. So that's going to be the ball game. Here just quickly showing the postseason awards. Got MVP with Kyler Murray, and I got Coach of the Year going 12-4. So that's it until next time.